So it's just after 6:30 a.m. on Tuesday the 28th of February, the last day of summer, and day 127 starts here. Just been dropped back off to the point where I left the trail 2 days ago after a wonderful rest day with Jeff, my old friend from Squash Days in Invercargill, and his lovely wife Vicky, who've been magnificent hosts. So Luke's with me this morning, and day 127 starts here. Been walking for 20 minutes and it looks like we've got some friends to see. And I think we need to step off the road and let these guys pass because this is a working farm and they have right of way. So I think we will just stay here for a little while. Must be some sort of mustering going on. Just past the lower Princhester hut, and a lady from Australia who camped there last night, she's just headed back down, and she was the only one who stayed there last night. She camped, so there was no one in the hut. So we need to move on this way, and on we go. And it looks like we're leaving the forest for now. Quite technical there, it took quite a while. It's very slow going, but we've just branched out now. I think this is part of a farming station, and this should be a little bit easier going from here on in, hopefully. Having said that, look at the terrain. Yeah, I wonder where on earth we go next. There's a pathway there, I think. Yeah, maybe go back into a little bit of forest before we hit the station. And through another little forest section. Quite a well-formed track, that one actually, a lot easier going. And now we've hit another tussock section, which is usually pretty okay, really. So beautiful day again, another blue sky, can't complain. And back into the forest. Went through the tussock there, managed to land in a water hole. Got my right foot drenched, couldn't even get up. Luke had to come and help me with the pack and everything. I should have just taken the pack off, would have been quicker. And getting up, I got the other foot a little bit wet too. But hey, these are the challenges. This track looks reasonable so far. Luke put his pole down and it just kept going down and down and down, and it's basically gone right into the ground like so. You've got to be so careful where you put your feet these days. That's incredible. Gosh. So back out of another forest section, again with a reasonable formed pathway. And heading over this now, this direction. You can see a pole way in the distance, a very, very small one. I don't think it'll come out on the camera. More tussock. Looks like we've got a little bit of a pathway. Beautiful day, blue skies, on we go. So wading through lots of tussock over on the far side. It doesn't really show you on the camera here, but it's almost like shoulder high. It's really difficult to get through. You can't see where you're putting your feet. Just had a bit of a climb here. The pathway's so much better. Yeah, I think we're going to be heading back into forests and back into tussocks all the way to the hut from now. So let's just plod on. It's about 1:45. It's been a long day, and it's been a tough little day, but I need to move on. It's not often I prefer walking in forests, but today the paths in the forest have been so much better, and it's shaded too. So it's getting quite warm outside there. Really happy to be on this sort of well-formed track under the shade. A complete change in vegetation. Forest can be awesome to walk through. Sometimes as a hiker, a tired Araroa hiker, it's often the trails that let them down. But this trail's been great. So 2 kilometres from the hut, it's been a really tough day in the end. We're going up the little pathway there by the side of the hill. I think you can sort of make it out there. I stood in a hole that was full of mud about, 45 minutes ago. One leg completely up to my shorts in mud, the other leg as well, halfway up. Fortunately there was a stream just 10 minutes away and I just jumped into it. Shoes are half dried now, which is good, but oh dear, what a day. Just been tedious. Been going now for over 8.5 hours and looking forward to stopping today. It's been hard yakka. This has been a nice little path to the hut for the last 2.5 k's, which has been a huge relief. It's But the app's telling me it's only 100 metres away. And again, just like in Topo Hut, we just cannot see it. So it's got to be very, very close. Maybe as we go around this bend, we'll catch sight of it. And sure enough, here it is. We're here after a tough day. It's just shade over 9 hours from Princhester Road junction with the State Highway. We did stop for a couple of breaks, but really good to be here. And there's currently an adventure race going on at the moment, and it looks like 1 or 2 competitors just arrived at the hut. There's a few people arrived here tonight. There's a full hut and the main hut, and it looks like we're following the little small older hut just on the right hand side. So, as well as the tenting, it's going to be a busy night, I reckon. And this is the Aparima hut. So 2 huts here at Aparima, and we're in the old hut. There's 3 of us here, and funny sort of day. It was a tricky little section in many ways. Lots of ups and downs, lots of tussocks with holes to fall in, and of course I fell into a mud hole, got completely up to my knee and shorts on the right hand side, and ended up jumping into a stream and washing myself afterwards. Quite a few people here tonight, and just the way the track works over the next few days, we'll probably end up being the same people night after night after night. So on to the Telford campsite tomorrow night. Should probably take about, I don't know, 8-9 hours. And that was day 127.